Hi guys, welcome back to Gardening with Creations by DX & Co. Today we're going to talk about this elevated raised bed. One of the more popular videos on the channel here. It is 36 inches tall and has been great for the last 4 years. But as you can see, it's starting to have some issues and it's time to address those issues. Tell you what we're going to do with it, why those issues came about, and how you can possibly prevent them if you're building one of these yourself. So let's get started. All right, so as you can see, the bottom just buckled on me. Now, a couple of things that have led to this in particular, and I want to kind of let you guys know, the overall design is still a great design. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the way that it was structured. It's got the additional support on it. There's some things you could probably do to beef it up, and maybe I'll do a video on that. But understand that my bottom soil level was held by pallet wood. Okay, all this originally was not a new build. It was all a recycled wood build. All right, so I had 2x4s that ended up cracking there. That's a 2x4, and supported by pieces of 2x4. They weren't even a full run of 2x4, so there wasn't 100% support there. All right, and then I had pallet wood running across supporting all that soil. Now that's one thing that caused it, and even that could have probably lasted me, this is 4 years, so that could have lasted me a little longer. But what you can notice here is that I'm on tarp, all right? I've got soil underneath the tarp. So this particular bed is not sitting level, and you can see that by, there's some weeds growing there, that's fine. But over here, you can see that the actual leg itself is sinking really deep into the ground there. And another thing over here, kind of hard, it's a little shadowy there. Let's see if we can. It's really hard to tell, but that is even further down. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is that unfortunately it wasn't level. So that's step number one. With it not being level, obviously that's a big issue when it comes to overall structure of any project that you make. Okay, so the fact that it wasn't level made for a big issue. Secondly, what I did is I ended up, you can see here that the screws were starting to pull out of this leg, again, not being level, and the screws were pulling out of this leg. If you look at the wood itself here is not really taking a lot of rot, but the fact that, see, the wood where the soil was, not really a lot of rot. The fact that it wasn't level, and the fact that I took this thing apart 4 separate times and put it back together and moved it and things like that, all played a factor. So what are we going to do about this? Well, we're going to actually take this one down. All right, now I've got a bed over there in the back that is low to the ground. That isn't getting a lot of sun in that area. So we're gonna go ahead and just move that. It'll look exactly like this bed, and we're gonna put it in its place here. So we are gonna get rid of the elevated raised bed. Obviously, 1, because it's taken apart. 2, I don't have the extra wood to put it back together. But 3, I don't need it for the strawberry patch that was in it. So we're going to, I do have an elevated raised bed that I bought from Walmart that I'll put together for you guys, just so you guys can check it out. So there you have it. Would I say this was a good bed, a good build? Yeah, 100%. It's lasted me 4 years. I said it while I was building it, guys, that I was using spare wood. I was not expecting it to last, and then if I wanted to, I'd just build a new one. So I got 4 great years out of this bed, and if I hadn't moved it around so much, and if I was smart enough to level the ground underneath it, or maybe put some solid bricks underneath it or something like that for its support, and making sure that it was level, then this thing would probably last me another good 3 or 4 years. An average raised bed built out of wood is supposed to last somewhere around 7 years. A elevated raised bed like this, it's amazing that I got the 4 years out of it, and it still structurally, there's some good wood here that I'm going to take apart and save for another project. So I definitely recommend this build, 10 out of 10, but at the same time, make sure you review those factors to ensure that you have a good solid grade. It'd be great for a patio or a porch that's already level. I mean, it'd be fantastic for you. You can build it to any spec you want at that point. But if you guys want to see more elevated raised beds or different elevated raised beds, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe we'll consider building something different. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys are staying safe and enjoying your gardens.